Right. Right. Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited.
And me, Spidey the 24.
This video, I'm going to talk, because me and Spidey are two very different types of Yu-Gi-Oh players. So, it's going to be the Yu-Gi-Oh single life or the married life.
Oh my God.
Now, how the married life. So, you see with me, I'm the type of person in this game, I like decks that stick. I like decks that I keep for the long haul. Like, I don't really like to go in and out like how I used to.
I'm about to say, it's so funny how we have switched over the years. You go back maybe 8-7 years ago, there's a video on this channel, I'm like, I'm not like you. You got to just go in and out, like a whorehouse. You know, there's like those doors that just go like this. And me, I'm faithful to my desk. I don't move, I don't budge. Now look at us. Two polar opposites.
The thing is with me, I feel like what changed me over the years is honestly the 6-Path Pain Challenge. Because that, I kind of had to get comfortable. And that's where I'm at. I'm just very comfortable in the game, which has its pros and its cons. Because it's like, by me being rigid and not really very flexible like you, I can't really experiment with like a whole bunch of different decks and feel like, and get like all these different waves of creativity. Mm-hmm. I'm very just like, good, and gonna make it work. That's like when I dueled you that time back in the day when you was using Snake Eyes and I was going at you with Guardians. Yeah. I was just like, this deck can do anything. I'm trying.
I love them because all they do is leave. They jump on the field and they leave. But it's like, I'm Cardi and so-and-so, but what do? I'm out of here. And then I'm Cardi and motherfucker. I'm like, what do? I'm out of here. And you like using this deck.
I love this deck. I love it so much. But to be fair, it's like that's why, yet again, this deck has stood the test of time with me. It's my definitive synchro deck. Like how Constells are my definitive XYZ deck. It's like, I like a deck that like makes it like a statement with me where it's like, you are my, that summoning mechanic deck.
Okay.
I love that. Mm-hmm. That's what I like. And for me, it's like, and I'm not saying like I'm opposed to trying any synchro XYZ again, but it's like, maybe one will come by and I'll be like,
I'm about to say, but what about like decks that do like more than one thing?
I like those too. Okay. Ignistas do that, and that's like what I would I would count that as my link deck, but it could do multiple things.
Yeah.
But for me, I kind of like the idea of playing around, finding what works for me, but then keeping it forever. Like, unless it becomes completely unplayable and it becomes like dog shit. Like, then I'm like, well, that's how I felt with Fluffles. I loved Fluffles. I used Fluffles for many years, but that deck yeah, and then that deck became like completely fucking irrelevant. Then I saw that new wave of Exodia support. I'm like, hey, buddy. I'm like,
Exodia has fusion monsters?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'll mix the left arm with the right kneecap, and now
I'm gonna bust your ass.
Exodia whooping.
But I want to hear from you.
Now, in that, I think this is a really interesting topic because of my approach to the game has changed over the years. I remember I used to be, like I said, whorehouse in and out guy. And I also remember I've said things like, you can't just read the card, you gotta just use every new deck to see if you like it. And I'm like, well, yeah, I can read the card and I know what they do. I see how they work in conjunction with each other. But I'm like, so many decks move differently now. I'm like, let me see how I feel with it. Let me just dip my toe in there. And also because I'm the type of guy where I've taken a lot of breaks from the game.
Yes.
Like I've gone months, I've gone years. Like I've always kept an eye on like what's topping. Yeah, exactly. But like for me, I've always kept my eye. Like I've never like, oh, I hate Yu-Gi-Oh. I've never had that type of feeling. It's just been, it's more tied to the channel of how often I'm involved in it. So I've always dipped my eye to see what's going on in there. But I never wanted to be that guy stuck in like 2012. I don't want to be the guy stuck in 2013. So it's like I can see these new cards, and before I judge them, I want to see how I feel while playing them. Because and not much. I'm not using every new deck. I just like, oh, that deck works a little bit differently. Let me see how I feel using that, and not just in the sense of where you're going off of summoning mechanics. Like I like War Rocks. I like the War Rock monsters. I like how they work. They kind of remind me of the old style way that we used to play, where it's just rock'em sock'em robots, where you just go one move. Like it kind of slows the game down. I like them. The same thing with
You know what I've kind of done that's a little more mean, and I feel like I've kind of gotten like this. Now, I don't have to play a deck to tell if I'm gonna like it or not. What I'll do is like I'll look up deck profiles. And I'm like, okay, like I'll see like a wave of support, and I'll be like, all right, let's show me a deck list, and then I'll see what the deck list looks like, and I'm like, ew.
Oh, so you just judge off the looks?
Yeah, like if I see the deck list, like where it's like, oh, you like there's like 10 cards in this archetype, but you're only using 2. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I can tell this is not gonna be for me.
Yeah, not for me at all.
That's how, like I told you with Subterrors, like when I saw that, I was like,
I like Subterrors. I was feeling something because they work with the face language. So I was using them with Nimble manga, but they don't really work with Nimble manga, so it was just like, oh,
I have to like be unfazed when I hear that. Like
I have to be, racist when I hear that.
let me.
Mind you, all these are not what I'm
Snake Eyes, whatever. Rescue Guardians. Please don't tell me you took Guardian.
No.
And like mixed them with Rescue.
No, that's an idea. That's not the real deck.
Okay.
That's just like
Power of the Dragon.
That's a whatchamacallit. That's the blue eye deck.
Element Crusader.
Yeah, Crusaders.
I do respect like the Crusadia and War Rocks.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, this isn't all the decks. I mean, I can't make all the decks I want to make in Master Duel because you don't got the fucking gems. Yeah, I don't got the gems for that. A new way to get rid of monsters that intrigued me. That was my draw to Snake Eye. But once I've been using it for a little while and I understand why they're so meta and why they're so broken, I'm just like, oh, this kind of feels nasty. So like, I don't think that's the deck that's gonna stick with me. But like, they were interesting, but that's my thing. I like to try them out. Sometimes I try out really good decks and they're not for me. Sometimes I do and I like them. Like Crusaders. I love Crusaders. I love the way they work. Crusaders is my deck that I go to when I jump back into the game because no matter what, they're OTK. So it's like, do all your shit you want. And I just jump in and I wipe your shit out anyway.
Like I give you a card, you're gonna slam me.
Yeah, but I get to watch how you play. And if I see how you work, and I'm like, that's interesting. I'm going to try that out. So it's just like that's my way of how I learned it. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a whorehouse, but there's some honesty in there because I feel like if I could just fit a Nimble manga or a nice Celtic Guardian in there, then that's me.
You're like such a weird mixture of the two because it's like you'll try meta, but like you'll take something so modern and new and take something from your past that's just complete irrelevant and then just be like, yeah. I'm like, no. That would be like
it has to feel like me.
Like what's a card that I liked from my youth? Luminous Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if I took fucking Luminous Soldier.
No, that would be like if I took Light and Darkness Dragon and oh my god, that new one is garbage. Fucking that old lightness and darkness dragon. Shut up. Dude, get out of here.
Lighty and Nicky Dragon.
But I mean like that for a card like that, yeah, you wouldn't do that. But there's a card that really sat with you. Like, I'm trying to think of your old favorite cards.
Ancient Gear Golem. Imagine if I had Ancient Gear Golem and did like, I'm gonna take Ancient Gear Golem, it's in my tier limits. That's you.
No. Ancient Gear Golem, only way you can stop it.
Into the fire.
Only way you can stop Ancient Gear Golem is if you summon it. Is at the summon. When it attacks, you can't do nothing. So they have ways of getting it on the field.
I use it in Invokes because I use it for fusion material, but there's my man.
But if you have battle-based decks like War, like you could find ways.
God, sometimes I think that you're even more warped than being married. I'd rather be like, this is my favorite fusion deck. And it means a lot to me. You're the type.
I'm married. I'm married to my old.
You're married to a card, not an archetype.
Yeah, but they go with me everywhere I go. That's my Yu-Gi-Oh! Identity. That's my playstyle. That's how I feel like it's still me. That's how I appease my inner child.
You know what I want? I would probably see if I could find this on Etsy. You know, like how Kaiba had like the fucking like thing of Mokuba and him.
You put Nimble manga there, Celtic Guardian.
Yeah, it's like there you go. Keep it there, not on the deck.
Get it out of there. Take this out, and you can put it there. Nice way it goes. Not in there.
Like, have you ever tried taking it out? Have you ever seen the synergy?
I am working on a Celtic Guardian deck that will knock your socks off. I'm the fond.
I'll say this: this people would have to go into the archives with it. It almost happened. It was the meta, casual, and the past. I think that's how we did it. And we were doing our classic Master decks. You won the first round, I won the second round, and we were in the third round, I believe. And I think I destroyed Sangam, and you added Obnoxious Celtic Guardian to your hand, and I had almost nothing.
Yep.
And I was like,
you had all those beat sticks.
And I was like in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm being recorded. And we're having an end of the format battle, and if he attacks me with obnoxious Celtic Guardian and I lose to that, I will never ever hear the end of it.
Well, Sangan effect goes off.
Not if I activate. No.
Shit! Guess what I bring in my hand?
No! No! I'm not losing to that! No!
Yeah!
I will not lose to that card.
Yes! You may go, you bitch ass nigga.
And I am so grateful I did not lose that game.
Fuck you. How about that? How about that, buddy? I had a Celtic Guardian deck that was really good, then they banned his own. That fucking ruined it. So now I'm back to the drawing board. That's the video. Like and comment down below your thoughts on this video. What
Check out our links
style.
below. We have a lot of things like our Mastodon, my Yu-Gi-Oh! Instagram, and check out our 2 previous videos.
And our Discord server.
I don't
Subscribe
use
to the
that.
channel
It
if
don't
you
work
are
for me. I tried.
Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Click that bell for notification if you're old. That way you're always updated to this channel. And if you're one of our old subscribers coming back,
Like
and you
no
have,
whiteys.
if you're one of our old subscribers coming back and you didn't know we were back, here's 2 previous videos for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a high five moment. I was
No,
about to
fuck you. You just talked shit about Celtic Art for 2 minutes. High fiving you.